Welcome everybody to Iconic TV Live. This is a different day that we're going to talk to you today about your business. And what we're talking about is how do you build an unbreakable business? And why is this important? Because so many people have been in their business for a long time, but it's not going anywhere. And well, nothing's happening. But you have to build something huge and you want to scale that. Why? Because that's what gives you the thing that you went into business for. It gives you the freedom and it gives you the choice. And money does that for you. And what we're talking about today is what are the steps? What's the actual pathway, the process? How do I steer my business in a way that I can guarantee it's going to succeed and it's not going to break? Does that sound good to you guys? Okay, because this is exactly what we are going to be talking about today. And I am going to actually kind of peel back the curtain, so to speak, and really show you my process, exactly how I've built five multi-million-dollar process, the thing that I only show to my private clients. And they pay quite a bit of money. They pay a five-figure amount to come work with me and learn this process. In fact, going through the entire process actually takes almost an entire day. Okay. It's usually at least 3 to 4 hours to set it up and then to implement it and all of that. Okay. So I'm going to show you how that works, and grab pen and paper today. Okay. I want you to know there's a lot of steps, but we are keeping it simple, okay? It's like ABC, okay? As simple as Dr. Seuss. This is how easy we're going to make it for you, but you do have to pay attention. So grab your notepads, grab everything. Of course, as we get started, I want to let you know I do have some gifts for you for being here today, okay? And one of them, let me see. Should I show it to you now? I'll wait a little bit, okay? I've got a couple gifts for you. And if you like what you see, I'm going to show you the 9 steps that you need to have to build an unbreakable business, no matter what, okay? And this is what our entire business is built around. And it is built around sort of our brand, which is a cube, right? Why? Because the cube in science, right? If you look at the carbon model, it's the shape of a cube. And the carbon model is indestructible on atmospheric pressure. So that's what we're going to build, an indestructible business for you. We've never shown this in its entirety at any point, and I'm going to show it to you today. And if you want it, okay, I will give it to you. So you can just start right now and just say hashtag free. Just say hashtag free, okay, if you want our process and our plan, all right? And as we get going, I want you to keep in mind, okay, this little thing. A lot of people think they have the cat's meow, right? And they think, oh, I got this, I'm doing it. And I'm back here, I'm the guy on the left-hand side, right? Saying, here, use this. This is my process. I'm giving you wheels, okay? I will make this so much easier for you. But what do most people do? Like, no thanks, I got it. And they're trying to pull a cart of rocks on square wheels, okay? It isn't going to work. You're trying to do your own thing and be all cool and all of that. I'm like, hey, it's this simple, all right? There's a formula, and this is all you have to do. So just to kind of take it high level, what's the big picture? You really want more clients. You want more time, and you want to earn more money. I mean, isn't that really what it comes down to? Isn't that why we got in business in the first place? Probably. Okay, so let's dive in because I do have 9 steps. If I can't finish it all in time, just ask and we will get you the entire list. Okay, so if you already know I can't make it for the whole thing, but come back and give it to me, then we will do that. Okay, so let's get started on what we're really looking at here. If we sort of look at the big picture, right, we're going to talk about what is the perfect program, okay, and what is your offer. So we're going to talk about developing for you an iconic premium offer. It's so important, all right? It is not the most important. It's the second most important thing. We're also going to be looking at the perfect process. This is called a geometric product sequence. It's your GPS. It's the way you navigate, right? And then we are also going to look at the perfect pace. Success loves speed. If you are not doing this fast, then forget about it. Okay. In fact, I was working with a couple today and they're like, yeah, we know all the steps. And yet we're 7 years in and we've only made 42,000. We're only making $42,000. And they have this huge business and it only makes $42,000 that they get to put in their bank account. And I said, why? And they're like, well, we try it and then we don't do it right and it's not perfect. And then we get tired and then we're not sure. And we're just going so slow, right? It's like that cartoon. I'm like, here's the wheel, right? Here's the wheel. Here's how you navigate. And most people, no, 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 don't help me. I got it. Okay. Boy, there's times that you need help. All right. And that's what we're doing with you guys today. And so, what is this formula that we're talking about? This is the SOAR formula. It's our proprietary formula. Maybe you've seen us talk about it a little bit. And there's 4 parts to it. SOAR, right? That's an acronym for these 4 parts, all right? And so let me go over those for you, okay? The S stands for singularity. You have to be singularly focused, right? One and only objective. You can't have multiple things going on. The oops, let me get the O. The O is ownership, okay? So you need to control your own lane and you need to stop looking around and copying everybody else and do your own thing. If you don't own your business and your thing, guess what? Nothing's going to happen. The A is appreciation. This means you need to have rapid growth without chaos. And the R, okay, to end the acronym SOAR, that's how you earn your freedom. You got to rest, right? So the rest phase is very important. A lot of people miss that and they think I'm just supposed to hustle, hustle, hustle. That is not the case. Rest is the most important part of wealth. Okay. So here's what we're doing today. I am going to show you the money. All right. I know you guys want the money. I want to show it to you. So, are you ready? Ready for the money? I promised I'm going to give you something for free. And so all you have to do is type free. Okay. This is a one-time thing that I am doing. And to work with me, it's $1,000 an hour. And so I'm going to give you the opportunity before St. Patrick's Day. Okay, it has to be before St. Patrick's Day. If you can't get on my schedule before St. Patrick's Day, forget about it. And if you want to build your team and build a successful business, just type #free and I'll give you that call. All right. As long as you haven't had one. So I will give you that call and we'll go over this for your business so that you actually have the 9 steps in order. Does that sound cool? Okay. Again, this is kind of unprecedented. We've never done this. There's a reason why we're doing this today. And we want to make sure that we're talking to you who is the right person. Do you have a business? Do you want to grow your business? And do you really care about it? Or is it a hobby and you're not really serious? If you are not pissed that you are not earning more than 6 figures, well, you should be. Okay. There's no way you can survive, um, at that level. So you've got to, at some point, just get angry and say, I'm going to just do this. And I want you to get off your square wheels and get onto the round wheels that are going to move you forward. Okay. So we talk about those 3 pillars, right? You're going to need to be distinguished, be disruptive, and be dominant. And so what we're talking about is the steps. So what is your next step, right? And if we're looking at where do I go from here, right? Because you can't get there in one big step. You're going to have to take incremental steps. So let me show you the process here. All right. So this is the 7-figure year formula. If you want to go from 6 figures to 7 figures in 1 year or less, this is the exact formula that I reserve for my clients, and we build out their own formula. And so we're going to show you exactly how this is, no matter what business you're in. So far, we've done it on 33 different businesses in different industries, excuse me, not businesses, but 33 different industries. And it works every single time like clockwork. So if it works for the other businesses, guess what? It'll probably work for you. Okay. And so, like I said, this is what's called a geometric product sequence. So let's look at step 1. This is step 1. Does anyone know who you are? Anybody? Hello? Hello? Um, can they distinguish you from anybody else? Do you stand out at all? All right. This is the most important thing. Just getting this right, getting your brand, all of that and your messaging and letting people know who you are and being out in front of the world, that is number one. That will change your profits 50 to 75%. And do you know what? It's the last thing that people look at. It's ridiculous, all right? This is where you start. This is step one. This is the foundation of everything that you do. And most people don't know how to do it, okay? And don't go to a branding person. That's not what we're talking about. It's not just somebody says, I'll build you a brand, I'll build you a logo. That is not it, okay? So why is this so important? Because personal brand is everything. And we talked about singularity. This is all under the singularity part of it. You just need one thing. You need one cohesive brand with a story that has, takes people through a process. I've given you some of our story just a few minutes ago. You have to build your own personal brand. The second thing that you have to do is, what about your avatar? You got to do an audit on who is my audience and where are they? How do I find them? What will they buy? Why are they talking to me? Why won't they talk to me? What is their problem? What is their goal, their outcome? You have to know all of this. So do you know your buyer intimately, right? This is a big thing. I know it's boring. I will never teach on it because it's really boring. Okay. I teach on it privately, but not publicly because nobody will be here. But it is important. The more intimacy you create with your buyer, the more income you will make. Intimacy equals income. All right. You have to know how to get their attention. So, what I want to give you is another gift today. All you have to do is type hashtag headlines, and I'm going to give you 342 powerful headlines to help you sell and on everything. And guess what? You'll get everything here, and you'll get all the instructions, and it's all fill in the blank, right? You just have to pick one. There's 342 of them. They are all tested and proven. All you have to do to get this is type headline. Okay. So we've got the first two steps. Let's go on to step number 3. I'm going really fast because there's a lot of steps and a little bit of time. All right. Is this making sense so far? All right. Put a yes if it's making sense. Give me a thumbs up if it's making sense, or if you need help, okay, or you want a replay of all of this, then just type hashtag replay down below. Okay, so the one thing I'm giving is not just a discovery call or a quick 10-minute call. It's a full call to take a look at your business and get your 9 steps figured out. All right, and so if you want that and you want to have your own GPS, all right, then just type hashtag free, hashtag free. So we've gone through 2 steps. Let's look at the third step in the first pillar, okay, where we're distinguishing you. So you've got your audience, okay? And then the next thing is, do you have magnetic marketing? Do you know exactly what messaging you should use with your audience to get them to come to you, right? And how do you talk to them, right? What you need is to be able to know that conversation in their head. How do you get in their head, and how do they actually see that you know what they need? That's the critical thing, okay? So you have to have this almost like psychic connection that you understand them and they understand that you understand them. That's the key, okay? So we're about halfway through. I think we're going to make it. Step number 4 is, do you have a profit pathway? Right? Is there a process that you use? Like maybe some people make their money with email. Maybe some people make it with social media, or a particular social media like LinkedIn, or like, did you guys notice Instagram and Facebook were down this morning? And like, what if your platform disappeared? Are you out of business? Oh, that wouldn't be good, right? So you want to make sure that you have a pathway, but that it's profitable no matter what. Okay. So if you need some help with that, just type hashtag help, okay, or hashtag free, and we will hop on a free call. It's just one time. If you've already had a call with me, I can't do that, but I can give you the list here, and I can give you the list of the 9 steps, okay? So, but this is really important. This is the thing where things start happening, right? So you want, and we have what we say an autopilot profit pathway, and there's 3 steps that you need to have to make this work. So I'm showing you what again, like I said, I've never shown this stuff publicly. So these are our personal one-page cheat sheets, exactly what you have to do, right? And the problem, why people are overwhelmed and underpaid, right, is they don't have a strategic game plan. They've got too many social platforms at once and too many low ticket offers. Okay, so you need to define the fastest path to cash, and then you have to have a live leverage program. How do you get together with people live? If you're trying to automate everything, that is not going to take you to 7, 8, 9 figures. And then do you have a cadence that you can deploy this on a regular pace? Okay, so we talked about pace earlier. So those are the 3 steps that you have to have in place in order to guarantee that you've got a profitable pathway that you're working on, because you could have the best product, the best people, everything, but if you're in the wrong place, it doesn't matter, right? If you're a street away and you missed the bus map, right? Like, oh, it's the next street over. You're never going to go anywhere. You're going to be standing there forever. You have to get on the right street, all right? And that is the right pathway that you need to be on. So that's number 4. Here's the center of it all. This is the center of your GPS, the thing that makes everything move. And that is, do you have the perfect product? Is it flawless? Is it irresistible? Is it iconic? Is it something that nobody else can have or duplicate? And, if you think about the diamond, why is that so special? It's not because it's a better stone, okay? I don't even use, um, you know, a diamond as my centerpiece, okay? So there's all kinds of stones that you can have. But did the diamond become such a big thing? Because it was built around a story, right? Diamonds are a girl's best friend. You guys have heard that. And De Beers just made that up. They were trying to figure out a way to get their jewelry to move, and it wasn't moving. So they created a story around it, and that's how you start to build your perfect product. It must have a story, and that story must tie to you, to your own story, your own personal brand. Okay. I hope this is making sense. So we've gone through the first 5. If you're just getting here, if you missed these, it's really, really important. I would love to give you a copy of all of the 9 steps if you want them, okay? All you have to do is, if you want every single one of these steps on how to build an unbreakable 7-figure business, then do 9 steps, #9 steps. Now, if you're not at 9 steps, or you're trying to get, at 7 figures, you're trying to get to 6 figures, that's great. But if you don't want to go beyond 6 figures, then please don't book a call, okay? Because I'm not here to help you just get to 6 figures and stop. I'm here to help people have an iconic business, something that'll take care of your family for life. And if you want to do that, then type 9 steps, or type help, okay? Or type free, and we will hop on a free call, okay? If you just need the list, no problem. Just grab this right now, okay? Is this making sense for you guys? So we have a few minutes left, and I want to go over the other part, right? Right now, we're talking about the middle pillar, which is, this is how you have to disrupt your market, okay? We talked about, right? Distinguish, disrupt, and dominate. So we're talking about disrupting your market so that you can have an unbreakable business, okay? So again, it's no great feat to get to 1 million or 8 figures or 9 figures if you can't sustain it, because you worked so hard to get there. Why would you want to keep slipping down, right? Is this what's been happening in your business? You get some momentum going, and then you fall away. Get some momentum going and you fall away. It's frustrating. And usually it's because you're overcomplicating everything, right? We want to keep it super simple. And this is the way you navigate your whole business. You have to have a GPS, okay? A geometric product sequence. So we've talked about number 5. What is, oopsie, we got a little out of order here. Let me go here. Let's go to number 6. Do you have a power platform? Like, how do you shine? How do you stand out above everybody else? What is the one place, the one platform that you can use and guarantee that you're always going to be seen, you're going to be visible, you have the authority, and you have the credibility, and that's how you get the profitability. So what's your power platform? If you don't have one and you don't know how to do it, you're like, oh, I can't do that. I can't go on this and I can't speak. For a lot of people, fine. You don't have to get in front of a camera. You can do what I do. I've already written 10 books. And if you don't have one of them, just say, I want one of your books in the comments down below. Okay. I'll get you one of my books so you can see the power of a book. So right now we're talking about the whole SOAR formula. And where did it come from? It came from this book, right? And this is my second book, but this is the formula that we use to scale every business. It's so simple. There's only 4 steps. Our entire business is around 4 steps, okay? And you don't need more. If you are adding more steps, you are making less money. If you want to soar, you must do less, not more, okay? And inside here, we have all the steps, and you have all the charts back here of how it works and how you put it all together and everything else. If you saw some of these charts. So if you want this book, just let us know. Okay. It has changed people's businesses. It's changed people's lives, and it will change everything. Now, here's the coolest thing. When you understand the SOAR formula, the formula that actually works on your business, works on your life, works on your relationship, works on everything. And this is the most important thing, because you can't do all these things. It's all about singular focus, right? So you don't need a different formula for business, and a different formula for your relationship, a different formula to get in shape, and a different formula to make sure you're healthy and sleeping and all this stuff. One. Everything we do is about one singular focus. Okay. Some people say, oh, you need multiple streams of income. You need one focus. You scale that to 1 million, then you add more. Okay. That's what happens in the R, but not before. If you're following this ascension model and start with a small ticket offer and go up, you are doing it backwards. Okay. And you won't make money. You will burn out before you make money if you follow this ascension model. You've got to be singularly focused. This is the thing that I have used for 32 different industries as a business consultant. It works every single time. Why? Because it took me 12 years to figure out how to narrow it down to just 4 steps. Okay. So if you want that, okay, just ask for the steps, right? There's 4 pillars and 3 steps in each one, right? And it's all based on the shape of a cube. Okay. So we talked then about number 6. So here is, let's go to the 3rd pillar, okay, which is dominate. All right. And so the first thing we're going to look at, do you have a stellar team? You cannot grow a great business on your own. I don't care who you are. Like, I don't like a lot of people. You don't need a lot of people. You need the right people. All right. You don't need to, there's an actual metric, a number that each employee has to produce a certain amount of revenue. Do you guys know how much that is? Anybody know what that number is? Okay. And a lot of people build so many people in their teams, and then they don't make any money. They don't make any profit to take home. So each person in your company, before you add another one, okay, is $250,000. That's about the magic number for most companies. Okay. And so each person in your team should be bringing in or contributing to $250,000 of revenue. So if you have a 4-person team, right? That should put you at $1 million. If you have a 3-person team, you should be doing around 750,000. And yes, you count. All right. So when do you add somebody? Get over 100,000, get 250, right? And then add your next full-time person, and your next and your next. All right. But if you don't have this stellar team, you don't know how to find them, how to recruit them, how to onboard them, how to train them, how to keep them, you're never going to grow. Okay. You're going to be up and down and up and down. And this is what most people do, right? It's up and down and up and down. And so this is again, our secret sauce here, our 5-star team training system. Okay. And we show you how to hire them, right? And how to groom them and keep them and everything. If you don't have a process like this, then guess what? Your business is going to break. Okay. So now you've got the team. This is the part where you dominate, right? Because you can't master the whole niche, the world, the market, whatever, without a team. The other thing you need is you need to have stellar sales as well. And These should be strategic. There should be a process around your sales, exactly what each step is. So you are going up, right? Not just like, oh, I had a sales call and then I'm going to call them back again. I'm going to call them back again and call them back again. That's a horizontal sales platform. Okay. You need to have a vertical and up leveling sales where each one takes you to another level, another level of income, not just to another call with the same person. That's insanity. Okay. That's also because you don't know how to sell. And when you are feeling like you're selling so much, or I hate selling, I have to keep doing it all the time, guess what? The problem is your marketing. It actually goes back to step number one. You don't have a brand. You don't have a market dominating position. You don't have an iconic premium offer, and nobody knows who you are. Okay. If you're struggling with sales, that is why. So when you look at what is my sales system, what is the up level sales system, right? You need to know the art and the science and the magic of sales. And again, this is our one-page cheat sheet that we use with our clients. Exactly what you have to do, right? How do you ace the sales calls every single time? So every one of these 9 steps has its own one-page sheet that tells you everything on one single page, exactly what you need to do. It's that easy, it's that simple, and it's that fun and fast to grow and scale your business to $1 million and beyond. I get most people think, oh, that would be it'd be nice to have $1 million business, but most people up here don't actually believe they could have $1 million business. And so this is the whole point of me giving you a free call, so that I want you to see if you put these 9 steps in place, you would have $1 million business. I will show you the exact 9 steps for your business and how you need to set those up. So if you want that, just go ahead and you want that free call, and you want us to show you what steps you are missing, what steps are there, what steps need to change. We'll do this. It's $1,000 call. You have to book this before March 17th, before St. Patrick's Day, and I will give that to you for free. Okay. So this is not a discovery call or a quick hello call. This is looking at your business, a deep dive, and looking at these steps, right? To make sure that you're going to actually make the money. So what's the last part of dominating your market? Is this. This is, do you have a system in place for your business to soar? Something that is easy to follow, right? And it's just left, right, left, right, left, right. And it has to be a repeatable process, and it has to be something that anybody can do. Anybody can step into place. You need a system in your business. And so again, what is our one page or the ultimate scaling system is using the SOAR formula and those 4 steps, so that you can start thinking bigger, move faster in your business, and rise higher wherever you are. So again, each step, right, has its own guidelines, right? It's not like IKEA where you can't put it together, or any other person's coaching thing online. And it's like, what is this? It's also not cookie cutter. It's bespoke. It's custom to you. That's why it's so expensive, right? So let's kind of say, well, what's the point, right? You want to get to the point where your business is so on automatic pilot that it can just duplicate over and over and over and over again. So ideally, you're not going to want to probably do your business until you're 90, but if somebody offered you 10, 20, $100 million for your business, would you take it? Okay. If you have one of those businesses, I'll take it from you right now. So what we want to do is get you to the place where you have freedom. And you could sell your business, you could keep it, you could duplicate it, you could just hand it off to your kids so that it's a legacy business, so that you don't even have to touch it. They don't even have to know how to run it, and it'll keep going and going and going. And so these are the 4 criteria, right? We want to get you to a $1 to $5 million business as quickly as possible. We want to get you 3 times more profit of the average business. The average business only makes 10% profit. So if you have $1 million business, the average $1 million business only takes home $100,000, and that's disgusting. Okay. So we want you at a minimum of 30% profit. And you can build that up to 10 employees, right? Remember that magic number I gave you. So you're going to be anywhere from maybe 4 to 12 employees when you hit, if you're at 5 million or something like that, right? And then you have to make sure you're in the right industry. You have to be in a growth industry. Or are you in a red ocean? All right. So again, where does this go back to? It goes all the way back to step number 1, right? what is your purpose for the business? What is the brand? What's the story around it? And is it a big enough TAM, total addressable market? And when you have those four things, it's going to be unbreakable. And guess what? It's so easy to do. It's only the four steps. It's all around this, right? I mean, you can take these two, Dr. Seuss, ABC, and soar. Okay. This is how simple it is to grow an unbreakable business. So if you have been in your business more than 3 years and you are not at 7 figures, you have a breakable business. I want to make yours unbreakable. Okay. I want to make it shatterproof. And so I want you to go ahead and type hashtag free to get that call. We will create a GPS for you, right? That's that geometric product sequence. That's all it is. Okay. It's so simple. There's 3 pillars and 3 steps in each. And if you want to do that, you just go and type hashtag free. Hashtag free. And what will happen is, I promise you, we will fix all of your money blocks, every single one of them. Okay. And I promise you, the fact that you're watching this, you have it. Because otherwise you'd be off in Tahiti or something else. Okay. So I did it. I am 30 seconds over, but that is how you build an unbreakable business. If you missed any of this, please type hashtag replay. This is probably one of the most important shows I'll do all year long. And all you have to do is say, what do you want? Do you want the list or do you want the call? Do you want the free headlines that we gave out? Get everything. Okay, just get everything. Just say, I want it all. And my team is amazing. Angie and Sandy and Tally, they will come and follow up with you and figure out, where do we send this? So you check your messaging wherever you're watching. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe down here, down below. We lost our entire YouTube channel a little bit ago, and we had to start all the way from scratch after we built up to 250,000 subscribers. And so we're just teeny right now. Please help us grow back to that number, because we come out every single week, every single Tuesday at 5 p.m., giving you the strategies and the principles, not hacks, not fads and, fluffy stuff, just solid principles to grow a 7-figure business. If you don't want to grow your business beyond 6 figures, please hang out, please go away. Okay. But I want to take you from 6 to 7 figures in 1 year or less. We do this all the time. And all you have to do is keep it simple. Keep it to those 4 steps. Thanks for being here today, you guys. I will see you next Tuesday. Make sure you subscribe or put a comment down below. And I promise you, we will give you a personal invite we have a really big private workshop that's coming up that won't be aired. It'll be private. And so I would love to invite you to that, but that means I need to know that you want to come. So just make a comment or subscribe or something, and I will make sure you get an invitation to that. All right. Have a great day. And thanks for being here.